Hi, everybody. It's Kelly,
With Heather.
and we're recording together today. Real Conversations with Kelly. We've had a very exciting day. This afternoon, we went and did a photo shoot for our new website. Yay! Oh my gosh, so exciting!
Right.
You just never know what's going to excite you until you do it. And get your picture taken. Come on, let's do it.
Well,
It
you're a lot more excited than I am.
well, yeah, okay. I'll give you that.
But it was
I'll give you
good.
that.
It
Yes.
was good.
Yes. So we are going to talk about
Having everything be okay. You guys are gonna have a great day today. So here's the thinking. We go through life with the things that we do, and we tend to find ourselves living more so in the future based upon past experiences. So really, we're living in the present, but we're spending too much time in a future that hasn't even happened. Meaning, we're continually bringing up stories that we tell ourselves all the time, which create our thoughts, our beliefs, our actions, and then we worry. I guess basically, Kelly, it's all about worry. It's a worry about the future and the things that haven't already happened.
it is worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to be the consequence of you doing something. Ooh,
That's crazy. Why do we do it?
I do it almost every day.
Me too.
Probably 50 times a day, 100 times a day. And I know that those of you out there are doing it a lot because you are going through things that you have no idea what's going to come the next day. Because a lot of you are going through menopause,
True.
perimenopause, and postmenopause. I can't tell you how many people have reached out to me and said, "Oh my gosh, help me." And we've been trying to figure out, like, okay, so how do we talk ourselves into something that hasn't even happened, but yet you're experiencing it right now and you're looking at the past? I'm not sure how all that works.
Right. We get confused.
We
Sure.
do. And it confuses me. Like I just said it, and I'm like, where am I going with this? So, Heather, kind of tell us like what you've been going through as far as menopause,
Oh gosh.
because this is a big conversation
Right.
that needs to happen. This is the elephant in the room.
Yeah. And how does that portray to future when we're younger? And we'll just say younger than probably 30. We don't really think about it. We don't really think about it. It's almost as if the future takes care of itself and we're not having to worry too much about it. And then when you start to go through the throngs of it or the early stages of it, and you start to think, oh my gosh, is this what my mother meant? Am I becoming my mother? Say it isn't so. But we start to think that. And then you just lose control and you have all this uncanny fear that suddenly hits you of what if I never lose this body weight? What if I never stop hot flashing? What if my life is never going to be the same again? What if my mental capacity and my brain fog never goes away? There is so much stuff that happens that we keep thinking towards the future. And honestly, Kelly, the bottom line, what I really think is we're all looking to be okay. We're all looking to be okay. So everything that we do it because we just want to be okay and we don't know if we will be. You know, don't get me wrong, this doesn't have everything to do just with menopause. There's a lot of us going through that, but it's life in general. We just want to make sure that we're going to be okay.
Well,
And how
you're
do we do
okay.
it?
You're okay right now. You've made it this far,
It's true. That's true.
and I've made it this far. Huh. Very surprisingly. Can't believe that I'm actually here. So much happens, and we think, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to do this. We worry about what's going to happen in the future, yet we're in the present. You have landed at this very moment where you are because you are okay.
Right. Right.
You are fine. 2 letters. Okay. Or if you spell it out, OKAY.
We should do a good little acronym for that. I don't know what that would be, but there's got to be a great acronym for being just the word for okay.
Right.
Maybe someday we'll figure that out. But I like that because we really are okay. How do we know it? Because we're still here. So if you really stop and you start thinking about everything that you've been through, because Lord knows we've been through a lot, every single one of us. And many of those moments, we got to the point where we didn't know. We didn't know if we would be okay. We were in the midst of it. We didn't know how we were going to get to the other side. But we did because we're here. Right here today. So how, Kelly, then can we keep our spirits up? How do we go? And bring ourselves back to the present.
I've just started doing this. I have literally every day, and I know I just said it in the podcast last week. I literally talk to myself in the mirror every morning, and I connect with myself. It's just like when somebody says, okay, connect with your good friends, connect with the people that you think are going to get you somewhere. Connect. If you don't connect with yourself first, dang, you're missing it. You are missing out because you are the only one that is going to take care of you. And you have got it in yourself this far.
It's true.
So we're literally looking at ourselves going, oh my gosh, I'm so worried about this. I'm so worried about that. And oh my gosh, in the past I did this, so I can't talk to those people. Oh my gosh. And we're not in the moment. Be in the moment. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am good enough. I am abundant. I am manifesting whatever you want to manifest. I'm manifesting connecting with people and changing people's lives and illuminating myself every time I walk in a room and knowing that I'm going to be okay and high-fiving myself in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror, even if you've got to put your intentions on the mirror every time you look at yourself, to the right, to the left, whatever works, I mean, really, truly, and jazz up your life, jazz it up a little bit. Keep words, write down words and on sticky notes and put them in your car. That way you look at them every day. You've got to keep moving forward. And when you move forward without jumping into the future, that means you are present with yourself. You are connected with yourself. And you are able to be in the present moment. And know that you are okay. What you did in the past is over.
That's right.
completely over. And I'm saying this to myself a lot because I beat myself up about it. I beat myself up about getting drunk. I beat myself up about saying something to a friend that I shouldn't have said. That's why I say, I forgive the world forgives me, I forgive myself. Because you forgive yourself for everything that you've done so that you can be in the present moment and move forward.
I think it actually gives you some freedom.
Oh,
because when you can sit there and have a repeat, and I'm not talking about hashing out all the things that you've done wrong in the past, because we don't want to live in the past. It's okay, though, to be okay with what you have done because it is in the past.
plus, it's taught you something.
Plus, it's taught you something.
Either you made a mistake
Mm-hmm.
or you did something really bad and you're like, I am never doing that again. That will never happen again. Or you did something amazing, but the amazingness is kind of like worn off and you're like, oh, I want to feel that way again. How can I do that?
So you get to choose.
Yeah, oh, of course.
You get to choose what you're going to take from that. Empowerment or get the heck out of Dodge.
Right. And it's almost like when a new year comes about and we decide to write down the words or write down things that we want to let go of. We fold them up and we burn them, however we burn them. And then we feel like we're freed during that year. Well, I can tell you, I'm free for about 2 days. And then I go, oh, but I forgot to do this and I forgot to do this. And oh my gosh, I can't wait for the next full moon or the next new moon. Excuse me. I'm the one that has to decide. And deciding is one of the biggest things that I feel like releases us, allows us to surrender, allows us to move on. Deciding. Decide what you want to do.
I think another component of that, we had talked about this earlier, and I was just reaching for my phone, people. So I was on a walk this morning, and it just really hit me. The things that I want to manifest and the things that I want in my life, I want to make sure that I am creating from a love of life and inspiration and not from fear and desperation, because that's a huge thing. Huge thing. If you are living constantly in fear and desperation, or more so, maybe it's even better to say that we mostly are in that desperation because the bills have got to be paid, or the hormones are going crazy, or I've got this something that's happening with my health or my family. We have so many emergencies throughout the days, the weeks. Do we live from there and are forced to create? That's not going to give us what we want in life. We've got to be able to continue or start to create from the love of life and through inspiration. Inspiration.
Yes. So what inspires you? What inspires you? What takes you to that next level? Is it your family? Is it your friends? Is it being able to help somebody? Is it giving back, being in service? Is it going to get a massage?
Love that one.
Is it going to work out? Is it seeing your friends? Is it taking a class? Whatever that is, what inspires you? What takes you to the next level? How are you going to create the heaven on earth? That's what I keep saying to myself.
That's for you.
Yes, for me. How am I going to create heaven on earth? And taking care of myself, knowing that I am able to share the real me every week, and to know that I can actually change lives by sharing what I've been going through and being happy. Being happy is just one of the things that has really been a struggle for me, a big struggle for me.
How did you turn your life towards just being happy? And we're not saying you have to be happy every day, all day.
Which I'm
There's
not.
a definition
Which
of
I'm
that.
not.
But an overall happy. We can be overall happy and then just have some little tweakies during the day where we're like, dang it. What was your rock bottom
Oh.
to be happy?
Mm.
Like, I gotta be happy or I'm gonna be out.
Wow. I've really got to think about that one. Um, gosh, my rock bottom. Oh, okay. About to share. This is real conversations with Kelly. um, I think my rock bottom was the DUI. The DUI I got, and I could not believe that I was in that situation.
It was not your fault, by the way.
No, it was not my fault. I was roofied with a beer, and someone that I had just met at a concert brought me a beer, had popped the lime in. I didn't even think anything about it. Me and a friend, both were roofied. Uh, you go into fight or flight, and she was, I guess, in fight, and I was in flight. And I had driven and drove home and woke up with cops behind me. And literally, my rock bottom was calling my bestie from jail and saying, "Help me, get me out of here." But you know what? That was the huge turning point for me. Huge. It was like, am I happy? Am I happy with my life? Am I happy what I'm doing? Where am I? What am I doing? How can I change? How can I change up everything that I have worked so hard for? And that year, I was living in Tahoe. This all happened in Tahoe. And I flew home. And when I flew home, I had always said, if I am ever crying when I leave Dallas to go back to Tahoe, go back to Reno, I am going to have to move home. And I cried all the way home. And I knew that I had to come home. And so I made the decision within 24 hours, and within a week, I was home. And then I started to build myself up, become happy, take care of myself, and risk everything that I had to become who I am today. And I've taken a lot of risk, but that was a really big one.
Pretty powerful.
And that is real conversations with Kelly.
You know what? I bet you every one of us has something, maybe not as the same as that, but significant
Mhm.
that can bring us to our knees, crying out for help. And that's the difference, is when you're really brought down and just realize that I can't do it all by myself. Also realize the decisions. I love that you said, I'm just not happy. I've got to start finding ways to find myself being happy. I don't want to say make myself happy, because we've got to be able to do things to find ourselves being happy and giving permission. Again, it's all about still permission.
Mhm.
Giving yourself permission to look up what happened and get out of the shame, blame, and guilt path and to move on. Totally move on.
Right. And it's taking that first step. That first step, that recognition. Once you recognize that you are not moving, you move.
You move with inspired action.
Yes. And write down what that inspired action is. My inspired action is getting my website up and being able to share everything, doing our weekend. And I keep saying that. And, Heather and I are like, okay, we're going to do this. Where are we going to do it? And we are going to do it local. So get ready for it. It's coming. I promise. I promise. I promise.
It is. We're calling it a weekend to be you for a reason, because there's so many of us that need time away. We need time to just become ourselves.
Oh,
And to take part of some fabulous to come little adventures during that time so that you can really start to find yourself again.
right. Because we do a lot for other people, a lot. And we want you to find yourself in between that so that you can be the example for other people. That's why we are here. We are here to be the example of what we are going to present to you. And the weekend to be you it's going to get you back on track, and it's going to inspire you, and it's going to make you move. You're going to be jumping
With
over those.
inspired movement.
Yes, for sure.
Now, I know we started this little episode about talking about personal hormone issues. However, bringing it back around, just know that you're going to be okay, because you have proof of that every day, because you're still here.
Yes.
You're going to make it. No matter what you're going through in life, you're going to make it.
And being okay is all that matters.
For present.
Yes.
That's a present moment. Really feeling I'm okay.
Gosh. I love that. And I think we're going to end it right there. And I really appreciate you joining us this week. And we look forward to seeing you next week. And until then, have a great week. Take care.